Hey there, in this video I'm going to go over some of the core concepts in chapter 1 of our textbook, which includes the basic ideas behind philosophical arguments. What is an argument? What are its components? How do we recognize an argument? And how do we categorize arguments? So in philosophy and in logic, we're using the word argument in a very particular way. An argument is not a fight or a quarrel. An argument is a set of claims which are putting forward some conclusion as true. So the first thing to understand about an argument is that it's composed of things called statements. What is a statement? A statement is something that has the capacity to be true or false. It might be true, it might be false. It has a truth value. So an example of a statement is the sentence, "Roses are often red." This is a true statement, right? Versus close the door. This isn't a statement at all. It's a command. It can't be true or false in the way that statement can be. The specific type of statements that make up arguments are called premises and conclusion. The conclusion is the claim that's being argued for in an argument. So anytime you read an article that's trying to put forth an argument, there's some main point, there's something they want their reader to believe, the claim that's being argued for. This is called the conclusion. The premises are the reasons being put forward in support of the conclusion. In this class, we're often going to be studying the relationship between the premises and the conclusion. We're going to be looking at inference. This is what we're doing with logic. There are two main types of arguments. The first type of argument is called deductive. In a deductive argument, the premises are purported or claimed to provide a guaranteed conclusion. So an example of deductive arguments would be mathematical arguments. If we define 1 + 1 = 2 in a certain way, it's necessarily true, right? In a deductive argument, there's supposed to be a logical guarantee between the premises and the conclusion. An example is listed here. Premise 1, Socrates is a man. Premise 2, all men are mortal, therefore Socrates is mortal. There's a logical guarantee relationship between this set of premises and this conclusion. If those premises are true, the conclusion would have to be true. This argument is what's called deductively valid. So in a deductive argument, there's supposed to be a relationship of a logical guarantee, but if it's valid, then the premises really do guarantee the conclusion. In an inductive argument, instead of logically guaranteeing the conclusion, the premises merely support the conclusion. They make it more probable or more likely to be true. A lot of the arguments we see in science and in everyday life are inductive arguments. And inductive arguments can be very good, very strong, and they can have a feature that is called cogency, which involves the idea that the premises really do make the conclusion highly probable and the premises are in fact true. So those are the two main types of arguments. We're going to be specifically looking in this class a lot at deductive arguments and at what the logical guarantee relationship really looks like. And in chapter 1, we even learn one method for proving invalidity. That method's called the counterexample method, and I'll go over that in another video. Okay, so the main goal of this video is to introduce you to some main concepts so that you know what to focus on as you read chapter 1. So as you read, make sure you focus really closely on the definition of an argument as well as the understanding of a conclusion and a premise. And the textbook talks a lot about indicator words, so these can help you identify where a conclusion is in a block of text as well as where the premises are. Also pay really close attention as you read to the concept of deductive and inductive, as well as the concept of deductive validity, which is going to continue to be important throughout the length of the entire semester. Finally, at the section 1.5, the counterexample method is also going to be important for you. You will need to understand how to apply the counterexample method for your problem set this week, and you'll also need to understand how to apply it in order to complete your first quiz.